In this video, I'm going to share with you my experience of using a personal stylist. I'm going to talk you through why I decided to use a personal stylist, what was involved in the session and what the results were. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Des. I'm a 69-year-old woman who loves to talk about beauty, fashion and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. So I recently decided, as I said, to engage a fashion stylist because I was stuck. I wanted to be fashionable, but every time I brought a new item into my wardrobe, it would sit there tried on but unworn, and I didn't know exactly why or how I could make it work for me. So let me give you some examples. This black oversized blazer. Now I bought this on Vinted for half the price that it was at Arket. It's a lovely black wool blazer, but clearly oversized in both length and width. And every time I put it on, I felt like I was trying on my granddad's suit. Why did I buy it? Well, oversized is in fashion and I wanted to look up to date, so sue me. Also because I was a bit bored with the boxy jackets I usually wear and I fancied a change, but I couldn't find anything to wear with it that worked. Here's another example, this red linen shirt. This was a very recent purchase, also from Arket. In fact, so recent that I'd left the label on it in case I wanted to send it back. I was so taken with the red shade. Strong, vibrant and powerful. All the adjectives that I'd like to apply to myself. But why did I buy it though? Because most of my wardrobe is muted, it's neutral, and I wanted to liven it up, but I just couldn't see how to wear it. Again, it was oversized and long, with the most ridiculously wide cuffs, but I was hoping, perhaps against hope, that I'd find a way to style it. Another example is these black wide leg jeans. Now, I'd already had them taken up an inch or two, and then I had them taken in at the leg because they were too wide. But still, I couldn't find a way to style them because I wanted to get away from cigarette skinny jeans and trousers, which is what I've worn for the last 20 years. I wanted a different silhouette, more modern, more up to date. But I just couldn't find a top to wear with them, nor could I find the right footwear. So enter Deborah, personal stylist. Her feed was full of the most glorious outfits, joyful colour and stylish accents. Now her services include taking clients out shopping for pieces, so I thought that's what I needed. Someone to hold my hand and guide me through the stores so that I don't come out with garments in particularly bright or strong colours that I then don't wear. However, she suggested that rather than dive straight into a personal shop, she'd come over to view my closet and she'd shop that, so to speak. At first I was a little hesitant, but then after I had agreed, I realised the wisdom of this approach. Such a better idea for Debs, as that's what she's known as, to see what I already had available to me and see what outfits she could create from what I have, and then identify the gaps, if any, and plan for the purchases. Debs also asked me who my style icon was, and I panicked a bit as I couldn't think of anyone, and then I thought about Lynn Slater, aka the accidental icon, as she was probably the first woman of my sort of age whose style I really admired. And she fitted in with that strong, powerful and edgy look that I aspire to. So, when Debs arrived, she asked me to go through my clothes rails and pick out the pieces I was struggling with, those that I didn't know how to style, as well as those that I loved. After we'd spent about half an hour scrutinising my clothes rails, she used her own portable rail to hang items that she'd picked out from the ones I showed her, from which she would create outfits to see how comfortable I felt in them, or not, and hopefully sort out all my current wardrobe dilemmas. The key pieces were the black blazer, the red linen shirt, the black wide leg trousers, the linen trousers, a long black t-shirt dress, a blue long line linen dress, a green linen blend dress, black Mary Jane shoes, a short dark brown boxy jacket, beige covered Birkies and beige Birkie sandals. Now some of these I was happy to style. The green dress, the blue dress, the Birkie sandals, but some of them I was really struggling with, like the Mary Janes, the black trainers, the blazer and the wide leg trousers. Now we also discussed my body shape. Which bits I was happy to show off and which bits I wasn't. I said I was happy with my top half, down to my bust and my legs. I didn't like my middle section, and I was concerned that Debs might try to put me into an hourglass shape, which is what I see a lot of personal stylists want to do, to make everyone fit into that hourglass silhouette, no matter what their figure. But she didn't try to do that, although a belt was involved. Having assessed my body shape and my feelings about it, she suggested that to put outfits together, the aim would be to emphasise my top and bottom halves, with just a small section of my waist on show. I was and still am a little bit conflicted about this, to be honest. So my top half would be emphasised by earrings and, most importantly, necklaces, as well as considering shoulder pads to create a balanced silhouette. Rolled up sleeves would show some skin and keep the eye at waist level. At my waist, a belt would draw the eye up from waist to top and down below my tum, of which more later, to my shins and feet. On my bottom half, below the trousers or skirt, shoes, trainers or sandals would help to draw the eye to my legs, with a leg length that was slightly above my ankle, except for the wider leg black jeans. So now we've been through my wardrobe and I picked out the things that I liked and the things that I was struggling to wear, the next step was to try different combinations of items to see what worked and, most importantly, what I felt comfortable in. So the first dress that she styled was this long black t-shirt dress from Gap, and she tried it with various different accessories and tops. She first styled it with my brown boxy jacket from Uniqlo and the Birky sandals, and she lent me one of the necklaces. You can see the longest necklace of the three that I've got on is actually her necklace, because I don't really have a necklace like that. I am going to get one though, which has got a little pendant on it. In fact, hers was a little stegosaurus. It was absolutely adorable. And you can see that it's creating that interest at the neck that she talked about, that she thought would be really important for me. And in the next iteration, I've got the green bag from Uniqlo and I've got some white trainers on, and she's pushed up the sleeves a little bit to give some interest on the top half. In the third image, I'm wearing these Mary Janes, which I still am not sure about. And she was very keen for me to try them with various different outfits, as you'll see a bit later. And I must admit, in the photo, they do look nice, but I'm still not 100% sure about them. And in the final photo, I've got these fab sandals, which I bought last year from Dune. And it's really funny, she picked out this bag that was just lying on the floor. It's a very old Vivienne Westwood bag that I think I got as a freebie with some goodies in it years ago, which I actually use as my sewing bag. But she thought it would look quite good with the dress. Now in the next set of images, we've got the green dress, which I do really love, but it was helpful to see how she thought I could style it, even though it wasn't an item that I was particularly struggling with, although it is a very bright colour. It's one of the few bright colours I have in my wardrobe that I absolutely love. And in the first image, I've got it with the beige Birky sandals and this relatively new purchase, this lovely bag from the brand Scott Samuel, which is a small female-founded British brand who do really lovely and inexpensive accessories. And then she insisted on adding the Vivienne Westwood bag again and the white sandals. I have to say, I'm not potty about those white sandals, but I have actually just ordered a new pair of cream sandals, which I think might go slightly better than the white ones. And then in the next image, I'm wearing a black dress, which I bought recently. I was thinking about sending it back, but she said I shouldn't do. She thought it looked lovely, and she styled it with the brown jacket and the black trainers, which are like the white ones, but a black version of them, which I've really struggled to find items to wear with. But actually, I think they look quite good with the dress. I need to try them out more. And then in the final image, I've got the black dress again. That was from Arket actually last year. It's a dress from last season, which I tried on at the time. I think it was Christmas time, and decided not to buy it because I wasn't 100% sure, but it came on sale recently, so I did get it. I think it was only about £40. I'm still not quite sure about it, but I think it looks nice here with the bag and the black sandals, and she's tied my mum's old scarf. That's the scarf I tend to wear when I'm making myself up so I don't get makeup on my t-shirt. And then the final set of dresses are this blue dress, which I bought a couple of years ago in the south of France, again, which I absolutely love. And I think it looks great with the Scott Samuel bag and the Birkies, and there it is again with the Vivienne Westwood and the white sandals. Now this final picture I'm not sure about at all. Underneath, I'm wearing a black dress that my husband bought me a while ago, and I think I've just got a bit too big for it. But I wanted to see if I could do something with it, and Deb suggested putting this lovely Agnes B coat over the top, which I do love, and the sandals, but I'm just not sure I would wear it like that. Now, the next item of clothing that I've struggled to style is this black skirt, this black midi skirt, which I bought from Uniqlo last year. I have worn it once or twice, but I didn't think about wearing it in this season because I actually bought it in the winter. Now, in this first image, I'm wearing it with the brown jacket again, which I think looks great. Now I've got the dreaded belt on, but to be fair, I had worn this skirt with a belt. It's about the only time I felt comfortable wearing a belt. And I do think it looks quite nice with the white trainers, although I have to say I probably prefer it with the Birkies, unless I have maybe some kind of something white going on at the top, I don't know. I think in the second picture it's more cohesive. I think it's got the brown jacket again, the brown bag and the beige Birkies and the belt, so I'm liking that very much. The third picture, I'm really not sure about that shirt. I know what she was trying to do, Debs, and she did suggest that a long line top over a sleeveless top would look good, but I don't love that shirt. In fact, I've sold it on Vinted. I've literally just sold it yesterday. So I'm quite pleased about that because I really wasn't wearing it. And I've got it there. I've got two different items of footwear on. I've got the Birkies on one foot and the black trainers on the other. She was trying to see whether the black trainers would work with the skirt, but I'm not sure that they really do, or I didn't feel comfortable in them. And in the final picture, now this was an interesting one, this green top, or this bluish green top that you might recognise from last year, which I bought to wear to a wedding, she actually turned it round the opposite way so that it was a V-neck instead of a high neck. I love the colour, I'm just not sure, but I can see what she was doing. She wanted to open up the neckline a bit. I think she was suggesting that V-necks suit me, and it's true, I don't have a lot of V-necks. But I can see what she was trying to do, and then create a little bit of interest with the ties and the belt at the top, and then the sandals, which I did actually wear to the wedding as well. Now we come on to wide leg trousers. Now these are cream plisse trousers that I bought from Uniqlo last year? I think it was last year. And she's helping me to style them here with different colours, and I thought this was really useful. Now I think I'm looking a bit large in this first image, but I think the monochrome does work really well. I do like it with the white trainers, and also interestingly with the mint green jumper. I think it actually looks quite nice for summer. And then we've got the brown jacket again, which I do think looks good with the plisse trousers, and I think I may have even worn them myself last year. But interestingly, she wanted to bring in a black bag. I wouldn't have chosen it myself, I have to say, but I think it looks quite good. And again, you can see the necklace the necklaces really work well at the top, and the pushed up sleeves as well. And then in the final picture, I'm actually wearing a belt. And underneath that brown jacket, I've got a black bra top by Uniqlo, which actually I think is really good. Everything will be linked down below for you, and I really recommend if you're looking for a really comfortable bra top, those Uniqlo ones are amazing. They're very reasonably priced. Now we come to straight cut trousers, and in the first couple of pictures, these are my new Quince linen trousers. I have to say I think I'm looking a little bit large in the first picture, but it's maybe my stance, I don't know, but I do really like the trousers. Quince is an amazing brand. I wish they shipped here. It's such a pain that they don't. But if you're in the States, I really recommend checking them out because they're so reasonably priced. They're kind of a bit sort of Uniqlo Gap-ish, I would say. Anyway, here they are with the white bra top and the brown jacket, and then in the second picture the same but with a belt. And in the third picture, I've got the famous wide leg trousers that aren't so wide leg anymore because I've had them taken in. And I think they look really good with the beige Birkies and the brown jacket. I think that's a really good style, and the belt as well. Now here we've got cropped leg trousers, and these are ones I bought from Oysho a couple of years ago, which are my absolute go-tos in the spring, summer. And here, Deb's, in the first picture, we're trying out different shoes because I'm so desperate to get some wear out of these black trainers. And so she's put them with the Birkies and the black trainers. We've got yes, that's right. And we've got this black cardi. So here again, this sort of long line top over a short top, which she thinks really suits me. And I can see what she means because we've got the belt, we've got the cardi, and actually I am quite liking those black trainers with the crop trousers. And in the second picture, we fully embraced the black trainers And we've added the famous black blazer with the belt, and I do think it actually looks really good. And in the final picture I've gone, yes, this is me going, yes, I think you've cracked it, Debs, with the bag, the black trainers, the blazer and the white t-shirt underneath. Now in this set of pictures we've gone for my black skinny trousers. They're not jeans, these are trousers. They were a collaboration between Uniqlo and J Brand I bought a couple of years ago. And I think they do look really good, and they're my sort of traditional trousers, the ones that I gravitate towards. And here in the first picture, again, we're trying the famous black trainers, determined to try them out. And the top I'm wearing is one of my favourites, which I wear all the time at the moment, a cotton top from H&M. And in the second picture, I've got another favourite, which is my very recent purchase from Whistles, my black quilted jacket, again with the black trainers, all the Birkies. And in the third picture, I've got the trousers with the jacket, which I do think works very well, and the Mary Janes. Again, I need to actually wear them out to try them and see whether I can really get to grips with the Mary Janes. And in the final image, we've got the black blazer, the black skinny trousers, and the dune sandals. So now, having shopped my wardrobe, so to speak, I feel equipped to put outfits together, know how to wear the items that I was uncertain about, like the blazer, the black trainers, the skirt and the wide leg trousers. The report that Deb sent me a few days later not only has all these great images that I can use to remind me how to shop my closet, but it also has suggestions for adding to my wardrobe to further enhance it, such as belts, necklaces, a cardigan and shoulder pads. And one really important thing I've learnt from Deb's is that it's okay not to wear colour. By that I mean monochrome, for example, is absolutely fine because you're wearing different tones of the same colour. And that can work really well, and you can bring in a pop of colour with an accessory like a bag or a belt or a scarf. But I don't need to stress about it looking drab. It's as much about how you style the clothes as much as it is about the colours or the tones. I absolutely love fashion, and I don't mean particularly what's on the catwalk, as that doesn't usually have a huge amount to do with what's in the shops. But I love trying different styles and ways of wearing clothes, and being lucky enough to have had this styling session with Deb's, and has reinvigorated and refreshed my thinking about what I wear and how I wear it. So let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think it was worth me having this session? Did you enjoy watching me trying on all these clothes? It was so much fun, I cannot tell you. And by the way, Deb's details will be down below in the description box. I believe she does virtual styling sessions as well as in-person ones. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on whether you think this is a worthwhile thing to do. I know I've absolutely loved it, and it's definitely been a great thing for me. And I won't necessarily put everything into practice that Deb's has suggested, but I'll certainly try them. And that's partly what this session was about, was to challenge me to see whether I could step outside of my comfort zone up to a point, although Deb's was very keen to stress that this wasn't about making me feel uncomfortable in any way at all. But it was so much fun, and having someone focus on you for a couple of hours solely on you was just such a treat. And if you've enjoyed this video, I'd be so grateful if you'd give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload a video. And if you can't get enough of me, I have a monthly newsletter, and the link to subscribe is in the description box below. And in that I don't just talk about beauty, fashion and lifestyle, but also books, music, podcasts, TV and film, and all the other bits and bobs that make our lives worthwhile. And thank you so much for watching. It means the absolute world to me. It really does. And I hope you're all doing really well. And I look forward very much to seeing you on my next video. Lots of love. Bye.